Hello collectors, this is the Super Dave. I'm doing a follow-up video here for the Hot Toys Deadpool 2 Dusty version, Sideshow exclusive. I realized how out of focus my unboxing video was. I was so excited to receive it. I just threw my camera up and started unboxing without setting up any lights or anything like that. And when I do that, the autofocus just really gets all out of whack. If you don't know, I do work on the road, so I've been gone for 5 days, and I knew I had the Deadpool waiting for me when I got home, so that contributed to the anticipation and the excitement of getting home and getting it unboxed without even really stopping to think about getting my lights set up to record it properly. So go ahead and watch that if you want. You can still see a few things or just some longer periods that are out of focus than should have been. If you can't stand to watch it, or you just don't have the time, you want to see what's in the box, then here we go. So you can see here's the box. This is not going to be an unboxing. He's already unboxed, so this is an unboxed video. But we're going to go over basically everything I would go over in an unboxing. So you can see it's a nice monochromatic grayscale slip. It's got a little bit of texture to it. It does say Deadpool Dusty version, MMS 505. The title here, Deadpool Movie Masterpiece Series, and the Hot Toys logo, they're all silver foil embossed. And if we're going to rotate this around, same thing, we just see Deadpool and Dusty version. That's kind of got a little bit of a sheen to it in the right light. And on the back, the typical legalese and whatnot. And on the side, same thing. It's kind of a glossy, little bit of a gloss where the name and such is. So from here, we can pull off the sleeve. And inside would be where, Deadpool is, the figure, and all his accessories. Not too much going on with this one. It is not a straight rehash of the Deadpool 2 figure. So here we can see on the side, trainee in nice white distressed letters, and that Deadpool font, cast and crew from Hot Toys as usual, again trainee. Then on the top we get this nice white Deadpool 2 logo, again with the distressed. So pretty cool box. There's only the black tray and then the overlay. That's all there is to it. There's not like a third tray with a bigger base or display stand or anything like that. So pretty simple. I'm not going to open that up, and we all know what it looks like in there. So let's get the box out of the way and look at the figure. So there he is, the Dusty version, Deadpool. I don't know if I want to move in or bring him closer. I think we're going to bring him closer. So there he is. You can see the effect. So same figure as Deadpool 2, obviously. Just got this really weathered, dusty gray, singed weathering on him. And zoom in a little bit and get a look at what that really looks like. You can see all the just the spatter and how all that comes together to give him that dusty, weathered look. So I'm going to get him off the stand here and we'll look at him a little bit more closely. I'm going to pull those off. So for starters, we can see just how much weathering they've done from the top down. You get all this spackling, spatter, just everywhere. Belt buckle, the pouches got the weathering on it. You can see here on the legs, the armor, the knife sheath, even the handle. It's got some wear and tear on it. The guns as well. Look at the holster. If you can tell, it's really got some weathering on it. And the pistols, let's take a look at one of these. You can see the I hope you can see the weathering on the slide, the frame, the grips, all that gray. Hopefully you're seeing that and not just glare from the lights. But yeah, even on the top there, the muzzle, weathering all around. Very good. And on the back, same thing. Look at that. Just really looks good. Really shows off all the folds and molding in this sculpt. It's very impressive. Same thing, just all over, everywhere. Great looking paint application. Really cool concept too. I mean, obviously it was in the movie, but I think for Hot Toys realized, hey, we could pull that off. And you know, really, I mean, it's just a rehash of an already existing figure, just repainting him or adding whatever effect application this is. And it's a smart move. I really like it, and I'm glad they did it. I like variations, and I do appreciate being able to have some variety. So let's think, even the sword, the scabbard, you can see it's got some weathering on it. The hilt, the wrappings, much more distinct because they are dusty, battle damaged. Nothing on the blades. The whatever that little part is above the handguard has also got some dustiness on it, battle damage. So very cool. Of course, the regular Deadpool, the wrapping is just solid black. So here you get just dusting, battle damage. Really brings out the detail in the wrapping of the handle on the swords. So let's go over his, well, real quick. Comes with a standard set of hands, identical to the other two Deadpool releases, and they are all weathered the same. So the plastic on the hands matches the material of the suit perfectly. You can't tell. And all the hands look the same, like I said, and they are identical to each previous release of Deadpool. Same set of hands, nothing different, and all weathered to match. Oh yeah, so one other difference, well, this isn't the difference video, but the stand he comes with, I'm just going to lay him over, is a little bit different. So you can see instead of Deadpool or an image of him, we have all the little cartoon drawings from Deadpool 2, and then kind of a glossy and gray distressed Deadpool logo, and then the nameplate is just printed, or maybe it's a decal, nice and smooth, but different, a little bit different than the Deadpool 2 release, and it's got that nice distressed look to it, which I really I like that aesthetic. So putting him back on there, and we're going to look at his accessories real quick. Like I said, he's light on accessories as compared to the Deadpool 2, who, you know, has the jersey, the high heel shoes, the unicorn, and that diorama display. What else? I think that was pretty much it for Deadpool 2, right? Yeah, so of course, he comes with his katanas and pistols, boot knife, and then those two push daggers. And then as far as anything else goes, what we get is we'll start out with the Mutant Collar, just like the Deadpool 2. That's right, the regular version comes with the Mutant Collar. I knew there was something I was missing. So Dusty Deadpool also comes with the Mutant Collar, or the Muting Ability Muting Collar. I don't know what it's called. That's just something I'm saying because it's ridiculous. Mutant Ability Muting Collar. Anyway, I can't tell that there's any kind of battle damage on the silver parts. I guess there is a little bit. It's pretty subtle. Mostly what you can see is on the strappy parts or the black, the collar, is the gray paint weathering on the black parts. So that is there, and it is different than, insofar as the paint's different than the Deadpool 2 version, just because of the weathering. Otherwise, it's the identical collar. So there's that. Something I really didn't realize what he came with. I huge Deadpool fan, like I've said in my other videos, or my other Deadpool videos. So being able to get a gray or a dusty version, I was all over it. Like I said, I like some variety, and I do like my Deadpools. So I really didn't look into what accessories he came with. I was just happy to have another one. So it's kind of neat, and that's part of the reward to myself, I guess, or nice little perk is, you know, I knew I was going to like a Deadpool, pre-ordered him, and didn't really look into the accessories. So when I do get him and I get to unbox him, you know, I'm seeing it with a fresh pair of eyes, and it's a surprise to me to open all this stuff up and see what's actually inside. So I was really surprised to see this. It's Cable's time traveling device, and I don't know if I can see if I can get the light and the focus just right. There is some crazy detail down in there. If you can see it, there's some metallic paint, some different colors. You know, kind of I guess how it like starts glowing orange before they time travel. I just cannot get that to capture on the camera. But yeah, there's definitely more layers to it than just this top cog that you're seeing. There's looks like at least one more underneath, and then whatever's at the very bottom looks like it's got some texture and color on it. So very cool. I do notice in the film that Deadpool never wears this, or at least not in his gray suit, his battle damage suit. So there's that. It's got a nice little clear plastic bezel on it, and then this is a nice soft plastic, so you probably shouldn't have to worry about it snapping or breaking or anything like that. It has got a lot of give to it. Nice and moldable. So the collar, time travel device. There was one. Oh, there is a set of decals. That's something. I'm not sure I covered that on my original unboxing. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But it's a set of silver decals, and you see it's got his name on it. But it's a bunch of strips. I'll see if I can get. You can kind of see the seams of it's strips of silver tape, like in the movie where he duct tapes himself back together, or the suit anyway. So looks like it's just one sheet of these silver decals that you could apply, I guess, as you see fit. There's an instruction sheet, and of course I didn't get it out or look at it. Maybe it tells you how to apply some of it. Probably it doesn't. It probably just tells you how to put the guns and knives and swords all together. But there you have it. There's a whole bunch of wider, narrower. So like these are pretty wide. These are not as long. These are real narrow. These are real small. And then these are real skinny down here. And these are long and skinny. So there's a good variety of different sizes on here. It just seems to me like it's kind of, I guess, I don't want to say disappointing, but I'm sure once they go on, they're not going to stick. So if you got to readjust or, who knows how long it might be before they start peeling off. So I'm real hesitant to use those. I don't think I will. I think I might explore some alternatives if I do decide I want that taped up look, which it's kind of a cool look. It's unique, it's a little bit cheeky, like Deadpool is, that he would just tape his suit back together with duct tape. And I think that would look cool on the shelf. I just don't know that I want to burn up that sheet of decals. And, these are not cheap action figures. What is that adhesive going to do to this suit? We know what kind of problems the original Deadpool suit had. I would hate to introduce a chemical element that might adversely affect this suit. So there you have that. He'll probably stay just like that. Maybe at some point I'll explore an alternative to the tape, because I think that would be a pretty cool look. There's one more thing, and I was again pretty surprised to see this, and this is a very impressive little piece. So I'm going to try my best to get the detail on camera. But we have the Skee-Ball Coin or token from or that Wade gives to Vanessa on their anniversary. And there's two of them in there, and you'll notice that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull back a little bit, zoom in, and there we can get maybe a little bit more or a lot more detail. Yeah, how's that look? So you can see on the right we have the undamaged, and on the left looks like it's been hit by a bullet. This is a spoiler-free YouTube video action figure review, but just look at the detail on there. Those are just incredible. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I've got obviously those would be really cool. I got some ideas for some photography involving these, but as far as displaying, man, I'd be very scared to just to have them on the shelf, and so that's why they're still in the plastic. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these, or where I'm going to put them, that they're not going to get lost. And just great detailing. Look, I love that bullet impact on there. That's great. And these are really small, if you can tell. They are appropriate size. Well, they're probably a little bit bigger than the actual game token would be, or arcade token. But for what we're getting here, the detail is just amazing to me. So there you have it. Excuse me. The 1/6 scale Dusty version, Deadpool 2 Dusty version by Hot Toys, Sideshow exclusive. He is still available if you want to pick him up. I know not everybody likes to have multiple figures. I guess one of the oddballs that I like all my Deadpools. I have each Deadpool, and I like the variety that they add to the shelf. If you already have Deadpool 1 and you don't need another red suited Deadpool, it might be something to look into, is having the gray battle damage version on there, which would both represent Deadpool 2 the movie and give you some variety on the shelf if, like I said, you don't want two or more of the same Deadpool, two red suit Deadpools on your shelf. I know as well as anybody that these things are not cheap, and we got to be conscientious of, some of us have to be conscientious of what we buy and what we spend our money on. So this is a really cool figure. You do get some really cool accessories with him. And like I said, if you just can't stand to have another red suit Deadpool, definitely check into this guy. And he's got some pretty good shelf presence on there. And definitely worth looking into for fans of the movie and or just Deadpool in general, like I am. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching if you did watch this one. If you watched the other one, I apologize again for how poor the quality was. Like I said, I was just could not wait to get that thing opened, and I did want to record it as I was opening it for the first time. I was just a little too eager and jumped the gun there a little bit without getting everything set up. So I do appreciate your support and your views. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you for the next video. Thanks for watching.